Hi, my name is Todd Tornay. I am a volunteer at the medical project in La Ceiba, Honduras. I've been here from June 22nd to the 29th of 2019. My local Broader View coordinator provided excellent support for us during our stay. I've been here with my wife and my daughter, and we've all felt very safe. All the arrangements for housing and transportation have been provided for us. And Raphael is a great resource. When you're here, he tries very hard to meet all our needs that have come up. So that's been an excellent part of our trip. The most surprising thing that I've experienced as far as the program that we did, the medical program that we did, is initially just how poorly supported the hospital that we worked at was. It's a public hospital, and a lot of things that we take for granted in the U.S., just basic supplies like gauze and cleaning facilities, even just towels and solutions and instruments are often scarce and cause situations that would be probably unheard of for the United States. Patients, another thing that's surprising is that the patients are forced to buy their own supplies, things like basic things like irrigation supplies. One gentleman had a gangrenous foot and had to buy the irrigation basin just to soak his foot in that. Just basic materials for splints, pain medications. Even before patients received pain medications, they had to go to another place outside the hospital and buy that before they were treated. So, and then as far as the accommodations, the most surprising thing about that, on the contrary, was how well we were treated. We all enjoyed the hostess that we were paired with. She's been fantastic and in all honesty, has treated us like family. Treating us, going out to Honduran food, so we've had platos típicos multiple times. Making sure at other times that we stay at home and have had great home-cooked meals, not something that was either fast or quick or easy, things that she really tried to put her heart into, so that's something we'll always remember. As far as the country, the most surprising thing is the extremes about the country. There are places where you can see people who appear profoundly poor and destitute, and they'll be right next to a lot of the things that we associate with American-style consumerism. Kind of typical things. There's a mall down the street, and it looks similar, or I think in a lot of cases better than a lot of American malls. And another contrast I would say is that sometimes when you talk to people about how situations are, they relate, I felt like, a sense of despair sometimes that there were opportunities to make things better, and yet everyone, if you ask them where they would want to be, or if they ever wanted to leave to try to go somewhere where the situation was better, all of them would say, no, I want to stay in Honduras. And they all seemed very proud of their country and couldn't imagine living in another place. The most difficult thing that I experienced is probably similar to the most surprising thing I experienced about the hospital that we worked at, just how different the standard of care is from what we're used to as doctors in the U.S. Things that, like, there were, the predominant thing we saw were open fractures, legs mostly, but also in the arms, just a lot of accidents that occur, and things that would be taken care of even in the U.S. for poor patients were often delayed or had to wait weeks to have their fractures fixed. And then they even had to buy their own hardware to have their fractures fixed, and so some don't get their fractures fixed at all because So, so it's difficult to adjust to that standard, and yet everyone seems to deal with it in a way that I think Hondurans are able, because they have a basic sense of survivalship as well. So, as far as the accommodation, I can't say there was anything negative that we experienced. We really had a good time with our hostess. In all honesty, like I say, we felt we were pampered. So, the hardest thing about the country is just dealing with the despair sometimes that you feel from Hondurans, and that feeling sometimes that it's so difficult to change things. You like to do things that in our country you feel like could be done, but just because the system is different here, that can't be done to change things and improve the lives of patients and all of the citizens. And so that sometimes is hard to deal with, and yet it also makes us feel like there's this opportunity to be helpful here as well. So things that I might recommend as far as future volunteers, clothing-wise, shorts and t-shirts, dress in the way that keeps you coolest. Other than when you're volunteering and whatever clothing is needed there, I would say shorts and t-shirts, and probably not really a lot of formal wear is necessary. You can get around in pretty much all casual wear. As far as donations, we have a long list of things that, from the hospital standpoint, recommend that people could bring. So if there are medical volunteers that will come, I would say chucks and blue pads, things where wounds that are irrigated could be cleaned up with, irrigation basins. Like I mentioned, there was one gentleman that had difficulty doing that. Splinting materials, ace wraps, cast padding, rollable Curlex, gauze, things like that. Even some basic nylon sutures didn't seem to be there. There were a lot of bigger silk sutures that were placed. Anything as far as towels, gauze, moistened gauze, Vaseline gauze, Xeroform, whatnot, and wound cleaning solutions such as Cleanse, also C-collars, neck braces, are something that we didn't see during times that in the U.S. they would have been placed immediately. So any of those supplies would be extremely helpful here. And then as far as weather recommendations, wear sandals. We went out a night recently, downpour came on. It was more or less a deluge, and all of our shoes, and for the people that were wearing shoes, got wet, and so sandals are a better choice for that kind of thing, and if you prefer an umbrella or a raincoat, whichever of those. Other things that I think volunteers should know is to learn as much Spanish as you can. That was something that I thought I might regret when I came here, and I truly did. Hondurans don't think intermingle with as many English speakers as they might in some other countries, and that mindset that helps those of us that aren't good Spanish speakers communicate doesn't seem to be as much a part of their culture as you might be in other areas that have more tourism exposure. Another thing that I think you should know is don't feel intimidated by the safety warnings that sometimes you might hear. We looked at the State Department website, and they recommended don't travel or delay travel. It was a level 3 advisory, and I think in Leucema, I'm sure you can get in trouble, but in the facilities that we were given, it was never an issue. You can feel like you're going to be safe. Broadview provides, like I say, the transportation and housing, and so there's always a taxi cab that can be provided for you, and I think that we were able to walk around the streets without a feeling of being unsafe. The other thing I think, particularly people in my situation, my wife and I are both doctors, and we really just felt that we would probably come for a volunteer experience, but some part of us wanted to contribute more and really be able to do more than watch as much. But I don't know that that infrastructure is here at this point. So I think if you were coming as any sort of professional, it should be with that idea that you're probably going to learn and observe more than you will contribute. But we were only here for a week, so that may be partly because I do feel like through the course of the week we were able to do more and contribute. So overall, it's been a wonderful experience. Had a fantastic time getting to know the people. Like any other place, it takes time to get to know the people you work with. There's a little transition time that I think, like I say, being here only a week, probably pushed that out towards the end of our experience. And I think if we were here another week, I think we would have been more familiar faces and even gotten more out of it. But even being here for a week, I feel like we had a great experience, and we learned so much about not just the health facilities and the needs there, but also just about Honduras and what a great place it is. So if you were thinking about this kind of experience, I'd really recommend it. So favorite memory of the trip, besides what I already mentioned, was one night that our hostess took us to dinner at a Honduran restaurant, and all in my family, other than myself and my wife, ended up singing karaoke and more or less closing the place down by singing local karaoke songs. So it was something a little different. The support that A Broader View provides, like I say, is excellent. The communication is good if you can use WhatsApp. That works well here. Raphael did provide us also with a Honduran phone, because unless you get a card to use your phone here, you won't be able to access. And the Wi-Fi access is always accessible, not in the home you're staying in local facilities. So that's it.
Thank you, Todd, for being volunteer with A Broader View Honduras. Have a safe trip home, and we hope to see you back very soon. Gracias.
A Broader View Volunteers is a volunteer overseas organization, 501c3 nonprofit USA-based organization. You can tax deduct the program fees. Available year-round. You choose your own program start and end dates. 27 country locations to choose from. Programs available from 1 week up to 3 months in length. 245 perfectly balanced projects. Experience, price, service. 100% cultural immersion, including local homestay and guest house accommodations. Program fees include airport transportation, orientation, housing, meals, 24/7 in-country support. Suitable options for solo travelers, gap year, honeymooners, families, mature travelers, and groups. Excellent safety record and platinum-rated nonprofit organization per GuideStar. 5 reasons to volunteer abroad. Do you know what volunteering abroad involves? Why you should consider volunteering, which countries you can volunteer in, how you'll make a lasting difference among communities in developing countries. What is volunteering abroad? A volunteer vacation involves traveling abroad to carry out unpaid work, often in a developing country, with the aim of having a positive impact on the people, community, and environment. Nonprofit volunteering organization A Broader View, which has been established for over a decade, was founded on the belief that one person can make a very real difference. That's why we offer travelers the opportunity to participate in meaningful, rewarding service work, all while exploring a new country. Volunteering overseas not only matches skilled and passionate individuals to the communities where they are most needed, but also helps to promote trust and communication between nations. Choose from a diverse range of programs. Enjoy a completely immersive cultural experience. Make a lasting difference in the places that need it most. Volunteering abroad is a fantastic way to travel and explore the world. Learn a new language. Why volunteer with A Broader View? Now that you understand the reasons behind volunteering abroad, it's time to choose a reputable, trustworthy organization that will send you on the trip of a lifetime. A Broader View has been organizing humanitarian programs since 2007. In that time, we have sent thousands of volunteers to over 245 project sites in 25 different countries. From solo, couples, small groups, university groups, medical missions, and gap year trips. Join us and get a broader view of the world. Facebook.com/abroad.volunteer, YouTube.com/abroadervieworg, Pinterest.com/volunteersabv/, volunteers@abroaderview.org, USA 866-423-3258, UK 020-3289-9896, Australia 02-8003-3474.